why it is most feared, and why it has no physical existence. Like you can see Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Mars with your naked eyes, but there is no physical existence of Rahu or Ketu in the sky. So where do they came from? It's actually said that these are the shadow planets. These are the shadows which cast by the Sun and Moon, and that's why this Rahu can cause solar eclipse and lunar eclipse in the sky. It mesmerized me thinking that how 5000 years back the sages have put so much importance in the planet Rahu. Why we are influenced so much with the Rahu effect? So why it's always been says that Rahu should be feared. If you are going through a Rahu dasha, this is the most bad part of your life. Why we all have this negative thinking about this Rahu? But to my understanding, if we truly understand Rahu, it's the most influential planet in your chart, and if you have a good means you have to understand your chart very well to see if you have a Rahu connection or a Ketu connection, or you are mostly in the Rahu influential person or a Ketu influential person. That will help you to understand that if Rahu energy is working on you, or you are in a Jupiterian energy or like that. So moving ahead to the next slide, as you all know, what is Rahu? Rahu initially was a demon named Sarvanu. While she drank swallowed the nectar which was being served by Vishnu in the form of a beautiful queen. Her name is, I forgot her name. Anyway, but from that point of view, you should understand, out of all those demons, only Sarvanu could see through the tricks of Lord Vishnu. Means he was so intelligent that none other demon was always focused on the beautiful lady, but he can see through it. That is the Rahu quality. He is more intelligent than many of the gods and many of the demons. So that's why. So after that, what happened? Let me complete the story. After that, once this demon swallowed the nectar, he was sitting between Sun and Moon, and they told Vishnu that this is a demon. He just drank the nectar, and we cannot kill him. And that time, Vishnu with his Sudarshan chakra cut his head, and that's why the Rahu is a bodiless planet. It's only head, and the tail is Ketu. So there is first thing we can understand. Rahu puts very intelligence in you. This is a cunning intelligence. Means today's in day-to-day life, the politician, we have to make way by talking to somebody, making him convince. All these kinds of intelligence in our office politics, in our day-to-day life, in our everyday market, we have to use this intelligence. All this intelligence is nothing but the Rahu energy, and the Ketu energy is, see, Ketu do not have the brain, so he has to work on his intuition. If you close the eyes, you cannot see anything. It's just darkness. If you think like this, we have 27 nakshatras. The first nakshatra is Ashwani, and Vashani is Ketu. Ketu means the universe is black, and there's a light, that is sun. The second nakshatra is of sun. How beautifully the sages have sorted out. So this was the story of Rahu. So what this Rahu denotes? Rahu denotes, from this story we can understand many things. Rahu denotes the illusion, the sudden accident, the fame, the materialistic. We are into a Rahu era. We are always planning to get a new house, get a new car, get a new mobile, everything. These are all material gain. But you can understand from this also, if you think bit in a higher regime, once you buy a car, sometimes maybe for 6 months you are happy, you are thinking, but after that, where is the happiness? It doesn't give you the inner happiness in you. It's only just a material. Everything. See, this slide I am not going to discuss on Ketu. I will discuss on Ketu on a different slide. I will just try to focus on Rahu. Rahu is a material gain and Ketu is unmaterial, means moksha planet. Okay, so Rahu generally works good when it's placed in Taurus or Gemini. Now, I have wrote Aries, but it also good. It works good on Aries, but in many charts we have seen that if Mars and Rahu is together, it makes a person very aggressive. In lot of rulers, I think Adolf Hitler also had Rahu Mars combination. That is a very deadly combination. Sometimes that makes a person, means it's like a smoky planet. It's a cloud. If there is a smoke, you cannot understand how much fire is inside it, so you cannot see through it. It doesn't give you the vision. Rahu is friendly with Saturn and Venus, and he is not friendly with Sun, Moon and Mars, and neutral with Mercury and Jupiter. Okay, so in this house, again, I am saying you, when you have to understand Rahu, you have to always understand Ketu, because these two planets are always 180-degree apart. They cannot come together. So if the Rahu is in the first house, the 7th house is the Ketu energy. If Rahu is the second house, the 8th house is the Ketu energy. If Rahu is in third house, the 9th house is the Ketu energy. So you have to take these two together. And again, means whatever, if let's suppose if Rahu is in your first house, you are very worried about yourself always, means your physical existence. You want more material to it, more thing, means maybe you cannot take it, you know you do not require it, but still you want to have it. You want to have your big muscle, big body, always thinking of doing something to yourself, earning money, big dresses, all this energy. But that sometimes I have seen Ketu in 7th house. For the 7th house is opposite of you. It's not always that 7th house is your spouse, but it's a affects spouse. But sometimes we have seen there is some problem if Ketu is in 7th house. So to everyone who has Rahu in first house and Ketu in 7th house, you are having a marriage problem, do not think so much about the marriage. As it comes, take it as it comes. So that is a solution to avoid this kind of problem. Do not go for very big occasion. Keep it simple. Yeah, you have to marry, and do it like that. Or engage in some activity where you have an opponent, like boxing or playing chess. You have an opponent, means the opposite energy is getting affected. So let's suppose you are, for just an example, you are in a boxing, you are 7th house Ketu, so the opponent is Ketu, so the energy is used in that way, so the energy is not going wasted on your wife. So that is a solution if you have Rahu in first house and Ketu in 7th house. As I have seen, sometimes there is a problem. Sometimes Ketu in 6-12 axis is good. Rahu, if it's in 6th house and Ketu is in 12th house, Rahu 6th house deals with the material problem, your diseases, so it kills your diseases, it detaches your diseases. And Rahu moves from while transiting, Rahu is generally good in 3, 6th and 11th house. It works good in 10th house, but it creates sometimes problem on your fame. You can get false allegation like that. But there are many good qualities of Rahu. Rahu helps in material gain, is very intelligent. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a cunning, as I tell. And they are karmic planet. If they are goodly placed, that means you have done something good in your previous life. Let's suppose you do not believe in your previous life, but still you have a good chart in your and you see a Rahu Ketu in a good place. That means you are still doing good in this life also. That's why it's in a good position. Again, means if Rahu is good, you can try on gambling sometimes. Let's just try your luck. Saturn also means, if you have to see whole of your chart, Saturn is also good for gambling sometimes, but you have to see. And the negative side of is that Rahu sometimes causes accident. It can cause someone's death near. So we all have to go through this. As we have a body, we have to go through that. But sometimes it denotes death also. So if you have Rahu and you are going through a Rahu Dasha, don't be afraid, be happy. There are ups and downs. Means after the Rahu Dasha, Ketu Dasha goes, when you see back, maybe it is like that. Let's suppose I will tell you a pin stuck into your finger. So when you are bringing it out, you are feeling the pain. That pain is of the Rahu, but when it's out, it's okay. So after the Rahu Ketu goes, means if you are saying facing very problem, Rahu is like a lion, means it's very aggressive. Rahu power is sometimes described as Ma Durga power, the goddess of power. So worship Ma Durga if your Rahu is in a bad dignity or in a bad position, it can help you a lot. Okay, this is an advanced thought. As I'm saying, see, if you have to go to the root of the word Rahu, I have seen the word Ra is with everything. Rahu, Lord Ram, Lord Ravan. I have a great respect for Ravan. I will make a video on Ravan another day. Ma Durga, in Egyptian culture, the Ramun Ra. Krishna is, see, Ram is, Rahu was in his 6th house in the Sagittarius. That's why Ram was sometimes called Kodanda Ram. And Krishna, Ketu is associated with Krishna. Krishna is a Maya avatar. Is a Maya, means we see Trivangi Krishna. So Krishna, all these are related, and power of Ram is with Rahu. So this is just a thought on Rahu. If you like my video, please do subscribe. I will try to make more better videos than this. Thanks for watching.